Casey's Audio Vault.
Ryan from Mudvayne.
December 1st, 2008.
Hey, what's going on?
Not much. How are you today?
All right, man.
You're doing a North American tour. When are we going to see Mudvayne up in Canada?
Oh, I don't know. It might be a little while, eh? It might take us a little while to get around to boot the corner. It's going to be a while for Europe, for Canada. We're planning on, hitting it hard in the States, basically supporting our record.
The new album just came out, and I was reading online that you're planning another record already next year?
It's already done.
It's already done?
Yep.
Did you write the stuff at the same time, and were you thinking of like a double, or you wanted to spread it out a little bit?
No, these are two completely different things. They're written at two completely different times. They sound completely different, so don't expect part two of the new game. That's not what this is, and it's not what it was ever planned to be. Really, we ended up with a time slot that gave us some room to play and write another record, and that's what we did. So I think that it was in the hopes of providing some time off at the end, where support the new game and then have another record to follow it up and tour for it also, and then take a break. So instead of coming off of the new game and then taking a month and then going back in and writing and a record and doing that all over again, take a substantial amount of time, especially for Greg and Chad, who've been working pretty much solid all the way through.
They were doing the tour and the record with Hell Yeah. What were you doing during that? You were mentioning a break. What do you end up doing on a break? Just resting the thumb?
Me, I have several endeavors that I am into at home, and a lot of my time is just spent relaxing and time with friends and seeking space and peace outdoors and hanging with my dogs and reading and those type of things.
Do you consciously not play or plan music when you're off, or does it just sort of come to you when it comes to you and you're just kind of free and easy?
I'm not too needy of it, when I'm off, personally. I don't feel like I have to sit down and play every day, or I'm missing out on something if I don't pick up my bass every day or something like that. To me, I pick it up when I want to. And usually I take breaks in between, where I won't play for several days or several weeks even, and pick it up. And when I do, something comes out almost immediately, because it's like stepping away from the puzzle. You walk away from it and you come back, and all of a sudden you go, oh, well, that's where that piece goes. Or, oh, I've been looking for that piece. It seems to have that kind of effect on me anyway. So I enjoy a little bit of break away from it and not feeling like I have to play. You get wrapped up in the whole aspect of, it's a business, and you have crew and fans and family and friends that come out, and it's this whole huge mess of subjects. And it's easy, I think, for people to just feel stuck doing it. And that may sound insane to someone who thinks and sees all the glamour and touring and that side of things. But at the end of the day, I think a lot of the guys out here really want the same things that everybody else wants. Wake up and, have your coffee and take your shower and say hi to your significant other and play with your dog and, all those normal things.
And where do you do your normal things? Is North Carolina, is that your home base?
Yeah, North Carolina. Beautiful there.
But you grew up in Illinois. Whereabouts in Illinois did you grow up?
Central Illinois area. All of us are from Central Illinois.
Well, I was looking online. Was the town Normal, Illinois?
That's somewhat of a misnomer, but Bloomington Normal is where I went to my high school years. But I was born in Springfield, and through junior high, I lived in Springfield area, and then was in Bloomington Normal for several years through high school. Lived in Galesburg for a minute, Farmington for a second, and Peoria for a couple of years while the band was doing our local shows and writing LD50 together.
Who put a bass in your hand? Was there a parent or a friend?
Yeah, I think I asked for one. I picked up my father's guitar when I was 11 and began to play it. I had already been playing some, brass and whatnot and choral things. So I was no stranger to music or, playing music with groups. So my father had a nylon string sitting there, and had played from the time I was born. And I think it's just natural that I was going to pick it up at some point in time. But, whether it's a plastic guitar or a real guitar, you put it in a room and leave a kid with it. The kid's going to pick it up at some point, and tinker with it. So, I was just curious enough to want to pick it up and, started forming some chords and figured it out to the best of my ability. And I think within that year I was requesting a bass. So somewhere between, my year 11 and 12-year-old, early 12-year-old, I got my first bass.
You must have a really serious callus.
Just one.
Just one?
Just one is on my pinky. No, it's all smoke and mirrors. I'm not really playing that hard. No, I actually dig pretty hard into the bass. My hands take beating out here, but, that's what you do. It's, like a drummer, you have to play through the drum. You can't, even a great drummer is going to experience some amount of vibration and stress in your wrists. And Max Weinberg has, I think, had 6 surgeries on his wrists or something like that, and then has completely retaught himself how to play by some method of letting go of the stick momentarily at the moment of impact, so as to lessen the impact on his wrist. So, a lot of us, that are lifetime musicians or players, you're going to experience just growing pains and the stresses on your joints and whatever, but it's certainly beats a factory job.
Yeah. Is it true that you did sword swallowing for a while as well?
Yes, it's amazing. I take at least 22-inch sword all the way to the hilt.
And that's something you still do?
All the time.
Really? Are you screwing with me now again?
Why would I do that?
Oh, I'm not sure.
I love all of the stories, and it's so much fun because over time in interviewing, you become more playful. At least I have, because you end up having things printed that you don't say. You have things ended up in print that you did say that are cut off from other things that you also said that might have made what you said make sense,
right,
and not be so negative or derogatory in nature. So things get twisted, and so if you just proliferate your own lies, then at least you're, in that boat, and not just at sea, lost in the sea of words that are surrounding you daily in publications.
So that kind of thing doesn't bother you too much. Like you are from Normal, Illinois, and you swallow swords all the time. That's fine.
Oh, absolutely. I love it all.
Well, good.
I love it all. Every little bit that's said, truth or lies, I think it's amazing.
Mudvayne is from another planet as well.
Well, actually, this has been a long time. We're actually involved in crossbreeding between alien conscious and humans. And that has been a part of our process for coming on a decade now.
And so you get your interest in fantasy from your half-breed parents from outer space.
Hey, be careful. They're not half-breeds.
All right. Well, I think maybe we should leave it there. I really appreciate getting you on the phone, Ryan, and hopefully maybe 2010 Mudvayne can visit the Great White North.
Thanks, brother.
All the interviews you want on iTunes and at Power97.com. KC's Audio Vault.
Casey Norman is Power 97's music director and can be heard every weekday from 2 till 6 in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada.
Power 97 is Winnipeg's best rock.